Am I being stupid for starting a new vlog? Yes, but it is currently Tuesday at 1:26 a.m. Yesterday I wasn't doing much because I was really tired from a lot of things, and I just completed my Amazon Web Services module. It was like a mini course that we were supposed to take within the weekend, and I was really tired from it because although I didn't watch all of the videos, the process was really tiring because there's a lot of labs to do. But I decided to vlog a bit, even though I have a few videos that I've still yet to post, because I started my SEM like today or yesterday. I keep saying today because it's still 1 a.m. but I woke up really late because the day before I was busy watching the Amazon Web Services stuff until like very late, 5 a.m. probably, and then I went to sleep. So I was really tired, but I woke up today. It was orientation. It was object-oriented programming. The lecturer was super fast. He somehow he was like, oh, I'm just gonna run through like topic 1 to 3. So I was like, huh? Because we're supposed to go by weeks, and we were supposed to only finish week 1. So he's like, yeah, I know that all of you won't be finishing until week 3, but today I'm going through a lot of content. So this semester is really weird because how it's working is that there will be 1 lecture and then 2 labs, like workshops, and those 2 workshops he won't be going through content. So every lecture he will be going through 3 weeks worth of content, which is really stressful in my opinion. But I don't know. I love how this video is the first day of my year 2 sem 1, and the day that I am editing this, it is after my midterm submission for OOP. So I would like to mention that yes, it was very tedious for OOP, but I managed to complete it. And honestly, his explanation to the whole of OOP is kind of redundant because he is just reiterating everything. So to be fair, I managed to survive. I don't know whether I'm gonna survive for the second submission because first of all, my Visual Studio is not working, and my Visual Studio needs to work for my second submission. So I just like to add this 3 months after I'm supposed to be editing this video. It is currently the 28th of June and the video was actually 11th of April. Video me. The voiceover said that it was midterms. To the midterms me, I did manage to get Visual Studios to work, and I managed to submit my paper on time, and the whole code is fully functional. So midterm me doesn't need to panic. On top of that, I love how the video is at the start of the semester. I was starting editing after my midterm submissions, and I am finishing editing after my whole semester. Just think about that. I didn't know that we were supposed to do that much, but today is Tuesday and I'm supposed to have my computer security class at 8:30 a.m. It's a virtual, but I'm meeting Angela in the morning if she is free, and if she is not, I'm going out to study. Then in the afternoon I'll be hanging out with Joshua and Angela. We'll be going out to sing karaoke or whatever. But yeah, I'm currently grinding through the computer security week 1 is way less videos than the object-oriented programming that I will say. So hopefully I can finish it by today and get a bit of rest before I need to head out. But yeah, I had to pause my studies so that I can clear my computer because it was really laggy, and I knew that my whole of last year's work was really a lot of files, so I transferred it to my Google Docs and Google Drive, and then so that I can remove it from my desktop itself. There's a whole load of files. Inside each file is like a lot, so I managed to clear quite a lot, I guess, but I'm gonna be removing everything. 228 items, and these are not like files in itself. There, look at that, there's 2,871 items, so that's why my computer is so slow. Let us watch it get deleted. Ta-da! It's currently 8 a.m. and I just woke up. I'm changing now to head to Paya Lebar to meet my friend. Hello. How's your interview? Yes? I look like how? We got Thai tea! She got green milk tea, I got the normal, so yeah. We're headed to Stadium Suntec to meet Joshua. Are you excited for our karaoke session? Yeah? We're a bit hungry because our breakfast was a fail, but it's fine. We'll figure things out later. Hello. Bye. Have fun. It's currently 11:30. I finished my class at 11 o'clock, my first lesson. Yesterday night I was supposed to be doing the week 1 for these 2 classes. Today, this morning's class, database, networks and the web, and the upcoming class, which is our agile, whatever our project thing is. But I fell asleep. I think I was eating and I got really tired, so I lied down in bed and fell asleep, so I didn't get anything done, which is very sad. But I am planning to make myself coffee. Then after later's class, I'm planning to clear the yesterday, the last part of the live lecture, because yesterday I went to class without watching the last video, and I finished the last video when I was studying with Joshua. So I need to finish watching that, and then I need to
work on the database networks and the web week 1, and the agile programming project week 1 after latest lecture. My lecture is starting at 12. So I'm gonna make myself coffee first, start watching lectures, and then have my class, then have lunch, then get back to work.
I just finished my lecture and I have no idea what she was saying, but our lecturer is really nice. She's very cute. She was really interesting to. Oh boy, was I so gullible. So basically, this lecturer, the Agile software, is super clueless. She's a nice lecturer, but she is very, very clueless in what she's doing. For our midterms, we couldn't base off her instructions because it was completely different from what was required. So yeah, listen to, like, she's very engaging and she's very jokey kind. I was initially scared when I saw her face because I thought she's like those type of old aunties that get really angry all the time, but she looks very nice and she looks very approachable. So yeah, I'm just needing to watch the lecture to understand what is going on, because all I know is that we are doing a project and that we are supposed to do a report. I'm trying not to scream out of happiness, but basically someone previously coded a Chrome extension so that we can see our hidden scores, which is like tentative until they post it out. But that was my original score, which made me very stressed because I needed a 76 for my finals to get an A, and I just saw this. Do you see this? Oh my god. Now it is tentative because they haven't posted it out, but normally the grades are quite similar to the finalized version. I would like to say PostMe has not received my results, so I can't state whether I did that well or did badly. So I'm seriously hoping that I'm gonna get my 81, because I needed a 76 to get an A. I'm going to cry. The midterms was killing me because I saw how bad it was, to the point that I became so paranoid that for my finals I was very, very stressed up. I literally asked Josh, I was like, it doesn't look good, it's like there's stuff that I just hated because it wasn't working. My report, after I was editing the vlog, I realized that there were some parts I didn't add in, so I was like very stressed up that I wouldn't be getting my A. I'm gonna head back to work, but I'm going to be happy. Today I'm going to sleep happy. Oh my gosh. Wait. I'm super tired, but it's 5 a.m. I'm still watching. I keep procrastinating, but my goal is to finish the 12th April, the last part that I was supposed to watch after watching the final video for week 1. But yeah, I just finished the lecture. I'm gonna go and head to bed. Tomorrow I don't have class. Friday I don't have class. So tomorrow I'm planning to clear my Agile software week 1 and finish watching the Agile software lecture video. What else am I left with?
Oh, I also need to watch this morning's lecture, like the database network and the web live lecture, because I already finished watching the Coursera video, so I need to do that. Then I need to start working on my brain's not functioning, object-oriented programming lecture video week 2, because the quiz is due on the 18th, but I cannot tell whether it's counted.
It was not. Only D and W for 6 topics are counted
inside our grades, but yeah. Getting my agile software lecture done soon. I have been procrastinating and it's kind of late, so I'm gonna do that and then watch the database networks and the web live lecture. Hi, update. I didn't do anything. I wasn't feeling well, like mentally, my headspace. My anxiety got triggered during dinner, and so I've been resting for quite some time, but I'm gonna hit the shower, clear my mind, and then I'm gonna start work because I want to clear a lot of stuff, and yeah. I got myself fresh milk to make dalgona coffee later so that I can study, because I've been procrastinating and I've been feeling like a terrible, horrible mood. So yeah. I have made my coffee. It is whipped coffee with milk. So look at that. And if you are sweet tooth, this is just nice for you, but I'm only a sweet tooth and I need to study, so that's why this lasts me like the whole day, because I drink my coffee super slowly. So yeah, the ratio is 3 normal tablespoons of Nescafe and 3 mountain filled tablespoons of brown sugar, and then water is like, I do 4 scoops, but it's sometimes 5. It's basically to make it submerged in the water enough to make the drink, but it's already mixed and yeah, it tastes good. I've been resting, so I'm gonna go and shower and then continue work. But yeah, I just finished watching the last video for my agile software projects. I'm gonna do the readings and I'm gonna hit bed. Tomorrow then I'm gonna watch the live lectures that I didn't manage to watch, like the Wednesday's lectures, because those 2 are the database network, the web, and the agile project, which I just finished this past 2 days. Then after that, tomorrow I will also be working on week 2 for my object-oriented programming, because the quiz on the week 2 is due on the 18th of April, so yeah. So today is Saturday. My eye bags are really bad because I cried yesterday. It's fine, but I need to get live lectures done. So I'm gonna finish my database networks and the web live lecture, and I'm gonna finish my agile software live lecture, and then I will see if I have the time, and then if I have the time, I'll do my week 2 object-oriented programming. Yeah, that's the agenda for today. But I'm gonna go and make myself coffee, and I'm gonna have my lunch, and then I'll start work. I'm gonna say something. I have my coffee, but I seriously don't know why I started this vlog. Knowing the fact that I still have a lot of vlogs that I still have to yet to edit. So my video editing vlogs I need to do is literally orientation day, self-care week, and Melvisa's birthday vlog, which I am going to procrastinate for Melvisa's birthday vlog. I'm so sorry, Melvis, but I have a lot of videos, and on top of that, this week's vlog. So I don't know why my brain decided that I wanted to stress myself out. Oh!
I have to stop my old self because I have to say something. The vlog that this is on the 11th of April, and it is currently 19th of September, and I have just finished my whole semester. That was the start of the semester, and I took 6 months of procrastination to get to here. Well, technically 5 months of procrastination, and in between that, I think I uploaded 2 videos, and I still chose to have a gym vlog, which is going to be up super late, and also a vlog regarding me editing all of my vlogs. So yes, am I an overachiever? Maybe. Am I an underachiever? Definitely not. Am I crazy? Sometimes. And that's the end of this short intermission.
I also have the 7th of March vlog that I put it outside of the file for videos to edit because I was supposed to start editing it until I got really stressed and overworked, and then I stopped. Like, I didn't even bother to upload any of the videos inside Filmora. So and I also just found out I probably have high functioning anxiety, which means that my anxiety doesn't look like anxiety. I just look like I'm very productive, but I'm actually having anxiety, and because I'm having the anxiety, it causes me to want to work more. Maybe this is why. Yeah, I'm really stressed because yesterday night, somehow on TikTok, it happened to be on my For You page, like 4 signs of what, like, high functioning anxiety, like, that you may have, and I have all 4. So high functioning anxiety basically means that you look perfectly fine and put together in front of everyone, but in actual fact inside you're actually panicking and you're really stressed and like having anxiety. But on the outside you can get work done because high functioning anxiety is due to the fact that you want to get things done. Like, you never feel satisfied with the amount of work that you've done, which is literally me now because I haven't completed a lot of things that I want to do, and I'm supposed to be finishing topic 1 to 3 for my object-oriented programming, but it's not due. But the first lecture was 1 to 3, and it's like every 3 weeks, but I want to finish 1 to 3, but I can't finish 1 to 3.
Editor me, this OP panicky thing you see, yeah, it's not happening. I couldn't be bothered with the lecturer. I did it on my own pace because he couldn't answer any of my questions. He also looks down on students just because they are not at a place that he is, which is kind of stupid because he started the second project while we were having the first project submissions.
On top of that, I have object-oriented programming week 2 that is due on the 18th of April. Today is the 16th of April. I don't know why I'm stressed, but I also have Wednesday's 2 lectures that I still have yet to finish. Tuesday's lecture I finished because I already watched the last video, so luckily I finished. I finished week 1 for all 3 lectures, which is fine, but I need to start working on week 2. I don't know why my brain decided to take classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but then again I was too late to submit my application for the bidding of the classes, so that's why I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But I'm super stressed because today is the Saturday night and my classes start on Monday again, and oh my gosh, I hate this. But yeah, that's the end of the rant. But yeah, I'm gonna hit the video. So I'm gonna summarize the whole thing. At the start of the semester, I was very panicky because for the past 2 semesters, I've always had a lot of backlog. Since Sem 1, no matter how much I focused, no matter how much I got work done, I had a lot of burnouts because of my mental health. And I was very prepared for the backlogs because I knew that my mental health was going to affect how fast I could get work done. But the problem was that the Sem 2 backlog was so much that it made me worry that I will have the same issue for the next Sem. And the thing was that at the start of year 2 Sem 1, what you are seeing right now, I was in a space that I really did not enjoy because at that point in time, it was only about less than a month since Melvis and I didn't, we ended our friendship. On top of that, I had orientation stress and also personal stress. My rashes came back really badly and just a lot of things were happening, and so all I could resort to was to get work done. And the problem with that is that I didn't realize how heavy the semester was going to be, because initially we had 3 projects for mid-semester. One was ASP, which was just a proposal, so we were lucky. One was OOP, which was the bidding application, and one was database network in the web. Database network in the web is actually a theory paper, but for the midterms they asked for actual code to be submitted. So I was dealing with that, and I am someone who writes notes a lot. So I was not only dealing with needing to write the notes, I needed to attend lectures, and I also needed to make sure that I had my projects ready for mid-semester submissions. And I think what happened was that I was very fearful that I wouldn't get the grades that I wanted, because at that point in time I was still a bit stressed up about my hospital visit that was going to come up in July. Because what happens is, if I had the lump, what would happen to me and to my team? So at that point in time, I didn't know anyone in my team, but luckily after about a month or 2, I got closer to the boys, and at the last part I got closer to one of the girls who's in Singapore. The other girl had to go back to India to settle her family stuff. And so initially I was fearful that I was gonna be all alone, because that was what happened for web development, where it was just me and one of the girls and one of the guys who didn't really know how to do the most. But what happened for this project was that I managed to get a team who was all willing to put in the effort, and we are the highest in the cohort. So back then, I really feel sorry for me back then, because I was really, really stressed out about the whole situation. But I survived, And on top of that, my backlog was so much less than the previous two, and I managed to clear my backlogs about 2 weeks before any of my submissions. I managed to clear my backlogs before the actual written papers, and I managed to clear all backlogs before the module exam. So for ASP, I managed to finish all of my backlogs before we needed to start development. Even though the development phase was really hectic and the database was not working and everything, I'm very glad for the team that pulled through, because without them I couldn't have done it on my own. And even though the database was my fault because I couldn't get it to work, we did our utmost best, and I'm very proud of the team because we got one of the highest grades, and I'm just waiting for the finals. Object-oriented programming, a lot of people got really high marks, and the thing is that back then I was really panicky because normally my codes would be the ones that pulled me down. Normally my theory papers would be the better ones, but this semester was really hell. I'm going to explain fully in a different vlog, the editing my vlogs vlog, but basically this semester's computer security and D&W paper, the finals paper, was really bad. Not only did they switch it from a 24 hours paper to a 4 hours paper, on top of that, our computer security paper, on the day of the submission, the site was down for about 8 hours, and all of us were panicking, and they emailed us 3 hours before the new deadline that the time has been extended by 4 hours, meaning that all of us were rushing. The good thing is that because I was helping my orientation friends, the batch of friends that want to do immediately when the paper is out, I managed to have access to the paper, so I was able to do it. The big problem was that for this semester, this is the only semester that I did revision for a theory paper, honestly. For the past semesters, I never did any revision. All I did was write the notes and watch all of the live lectures. But for this semester, I made sure that I did revision paper. I have no idea why I wanted to do revision paper, but I chose to do revision paper. But what happened was that the paper was completely different from the normal standard, and on top of that, they are expecting us to do something that is super hard within 4 hours, which is impossible. And for the computer security, we only had 3 hours to do, but luckily we had the whole day because I had access to the paper. But for object-oriented programming, the panic you see now is not the panic that I'm having now, because I'm generally someone who respects my professors. I normally email them regarding all of the struggles that I'm having, and I will ask them questions. My computer security and D&W lecturer is the same, and I really respect him, and that's why, like, for my revisions, I will ask him questions and he will reply me, which I'm very thankful for. But for this specific object-oriented programming and for ASP, both of the lecturers for these two projects were horrible. Firstly, for object-oriented programming, the reason why I mentioned in the voiceover that I chose to do a video instead, he really looks down on people. I was glad to have a friend in my ASP team, and he's probably not gonna see this, but whatever, but he's an amazing friend, and sometimes he's just lacking behind a little and just needs a little bit of spur. So the thing about the whole thing is he's new to the project and everyone is new to the project. I happen to have experience previously, and on top of that I am more what we call ups, more enthusiastic about my grades and stuff. So when he was struggling, I was helping him out. But the lecturer, I really didn't respect this lecturer, not because I am very defiant, but not only did he not answer my questions when I asked questions regarding how to settle certain things, I would do my own research first, because I don't think anyone should be wasting the professor's time when they have full access to research. So anything that I ask, he would ask me to do exactly what he has told us to do, which doesn't work, even after I tell him exactly what I have done and what doesn't work and what works. And so during the midterms, I am someone who really needs to focus on my writing rather than my codes, because my codes I can catch up really fast, honestly. And the problem with that was that my computer security paper took a lot of time for me, so I took the leap of faith to only do my codes for the object-oriented programming 1 week before the submission. And so the thing is that if I didn't have enough time, I would be responsible for it. But I finished it way earlier than what I planned for. I finished my codes within 3 days because I did all of the background code as we go along, while others, they just watch the live lectures and the Coursera lectures and not code along. So I was a lot faster because I walked through each step and did as I went. When I told my lecturer that I would start 1 week before the submissions because I wanted to focus on my written paper, which was my weak points, initially he was a bit skeptical. But the next week, I have morning class, and the paper was due at 8 p.m. on the same day that I had morning class. And so the timeline was that I started my codes on Tuesday and I finished it on Thursday. But the extension, I wanted to make sure that I didn't just did a slipshod work, which turns out that you can do a slipshod work and still get 100, because they didn't really specify exactly what extension they wanted, and you could have just used the base code from what they taught you into the new project that they expect you to submit, because in the requirements it didn't have those functions. So I spent from Thursday to Monday trying to figure out what the extension is. And so during the live lecture, he asked me whether I was done, and I said yes, I'm just needing to settle the extension. And so he comes and tell me, if you spent more time you would have done it. But it's not that I didn't have enough time. I have a base extension, I just wanted to modify it. And so that was the start of me not really liking how he talks to the students. Then it came to the second project. For our OOP we had 2 projects. The first one was for the midterms and the second one was for the finals. So the second one, there was this JUICE program, which is a music visualizer, and somehow my printing out statements didn't work at that point in time. Thanks to my friend Joshua, he helped me to figure it out before the lecturer could figure out what was going on. So I wanted to spend time on my HR software because that was a team project, and I felt that I had the time to not do my object-oriented project, because the thing is that he started the finals project whilst we were having midterms. He started getting us to do the codes on the same exact day that we were supposed to submit our finals, which I didn't enjoy. So what happened was that as time passed, the more he asked questions, the more I would ignore, because I wanted to do it on my own pace. He was disrespecting me, he was disrespecting everyone. And so there was one session where I think I was having some struggle with my code, but everything else was working. And so he expected me to create new projects, and I said, if you can't solve it, please go and settle other students, because it's not helping at all. And yeah, I don't care if he finds me disrespectful, because at that point in time I was frustrated. He was asking me to create 7-8 projects of the same process just to prove a point that he was wrong. So what happened was that my teammate, that is my friend, he is in the session after me, and normally I would help him out because I just like helping him out, because he's doing his best, and sometimes he has struggles and he would ask me, and so I help. So I'm sitting there, and the lecturer is coming to me asking me why I'm staying, and I just keep quiet because I just want to go in, help him out, come out, so that we can have our team meeting for the project. So yeah, this is very, very bad overthinking. It's very, very bad overthinking. I'm sorry to say, but this young me is really, really insecure about her grades. I'm still very insecure about my grades. I fear all the time that I would do badly, and it's something bad. It's a bad habit of mine, but I learn as I grow that sometimes taking a deep breath and just submitting the paper wouldn't hurt. It really wouldn't hurt. But yeah, this was me panicking because for my first 2 semesters, my year 1, I was struggling to keep up because of how much stress I was going through, and the loss of someone is really something that takes a toll on you. But I'm very glad that this semester went by smoothly, or mostly smoothly. It's not smooth, but it's better than what I would think it would happen. A lot of breakdowns, a lot of nightmares, but I got through it. So please ignore my young me. I'm just putting it in to see my progress as time passes, because me filming and me realizing that I have changed so much really teaches me that whatever insecurities I have is really for the time being, and as I grow I'll be better and I'll be fine. I'm starting my new module next month. I'm already prepared for the next modules. I already set up my files. I set up for my Google Drive. I set up all of my notes, putting everything in its correct position. So I don't know why I'm so stressed all the time. But yeah, it's a bad habit of mine, which I'm learning and I'm growing. But I just wanted to pop in, even though the video is already 50 minutes long. I just wanted to say that it's really okay to feel stressed. I don't know whether it's 50 minutes long, it's probably just the audio. But it's really okay to feel stressed, even if you feel like you're alone. Everyone feels alone, and it's very normal. But don't stress yourself too much. This kiddo over here is really bad at insecure. She's hugging her mug. Like, I don't get it why I was so insecure about life. But yeah, that's the end of 5 months later, me summarizing my whole module and explaining to you that sometimes the insecurities, the bad stuff is not always that bad. Even though I have stress rashes all over, it's really not that bad. I got through. I cleared everything. I managed to answer all of my questions. I managed to submit every project on time. So yeah, this hugging of the mug, very bad. Future self, if you see me stressing out about anything, please scold me as much as possible. I never knew how panicky I get. But yeah. Now, I'm not making it light. Like, I know that anxiety is a real thing, and even though I don't vlog my anxiety attacks, I've been having some anxiety attacks due to family situations where I get scolded for my rashes like popping up, and I understand that it's my family's care and concern that it is not getting any better, but my rashes are due to stress. So it's quite stressful on me to explain the reasoning when normally rashes are signifying that you are itchy or having heat rash. I have heat rash, but my body also overheats when I'm too stressed, which also causes rashes to happen. And on top of that, my rashes heal as bruises. So that's another reason why I was really stressed up about, because my leg looks like someone punched me. I love how I mentioned about my bruises, but turns out the rashes don't heal as bruises. I have bruises because I have low blood pressure. My family hired someone who does massage on your shoulder and legs, and I checked with him why I tend to have a lot of bruises, and he asked me if I had low blood pressure, which I do. And so he mentioned that it is not something to worry about. It's just that my legs are bound to have bruises because of the low blood pressure. So I've been stressing up a lot, and because I went into like my fam was really stressed, and they decided, like, they were really angry that my leg wasn't healing, and they shouted at me, but it caused a very bad panic attack, and it just sucks. Yes, I have spoken to Angela, and yes, even though Melvis and I are taking a break from being friends, I have talked to him about it, because either ways he is still one of the closest friends that I've had. And yeah, I am very stressed out that my anxiety is coming back, because in the past it used to be social anxiety, but I've learned to subside it in a sense and like be able to function even though I'm having it, which is probably the reason why I'm having symptoms of high functioning anxiety, which means that it doesn't look like I have anxiety, but I actually do. I just know how to hide it and be able to do work while dealing with that. So I need to find ways, like new ways to ground myself. And to those who are viewing this vlog, if you do and you are suffering from anxiety, and have any grounding tools, please leave a suggestion. Other than therapy and counseling, I know those are things, but in general, like normal grounding tools that you use, I do breathing exercises. I tell myself that I'm okay. I just keep repeating it until I start breathing. I've tried sitting down and touching the ground to ground myself. I've used crystal bracelets, like the ones that you see me wear to school. Those I've chosen were the strawberry quartz were for anxiety, and the sodalite and amethyst is also a bit for anxiety but also for focus. Those work sometimes because it acts as a representation to like hold on to focus myself on something else. But sometimes it is hard to ground myself sometimes, and just give me some suggestions because I'm kind of tired from everything. Not tired from everything, but tired that I'm getting anxiety attacks. It's not a lot. Like, I'm very happy that I've healed to the point that is a lot lesser, but I tend to lose focus more nowadays. Like, you can see from my vlog, initially I'm like very focused, hyper focused, and I can get things done. Now I'm just like getting distracted all the time, and I know that it's because of stress, but another thing is because of my anxieties, and I just tend to hyper focus and then stop focusing. But yeah, it's just really a stressful time for me. But I'm just really glad, as you saw from the news, I got like 81 tentatively, but hopefully it stays around that grade. I mean, normally when they finalize the results is they will change a bit sometimes, but it won't be too much of a drastic change. So hopefully it is enough for me to get my A. And honestly, I think the only time that I will like relax is when I see the A. So there's gotta be some time, because our school takes a very long time to finalize results, and that sucks. But we live, we learn, we grow. So I'm really glad that I've been taking these 2 days to focus on my lectures. I'm gonna finish up the last hour of my database, network, and the web lecture video, and then I will be proceeding to my agile software project live lecture, and then I'm gonna start on my object-oriented programming if I do have time. Yeah. Crazy for finishing up my dalgona that was supposed to be for yesterday, like literally just, and currently at 10-12 p.m. making a new cup of coffee. Yes, but I have campus class tomorrow, so I'm gonna be staying up, so I need this. I also need to clear my object-oriented programming week 2 at least. Hopefully I can do week 3 also. So dalgona coffee it is. Why I'm making it in my room? Because I don't want to get caught for drinking coffee at night. The only problem now is that I need to figure a way to place this. You know what? I'm gonna go and watch it. As I was saying, I am currently finishing up the last part of the Agile software live lecture, and apparently there is no exact specific guide for what we are supposed to create. So there's a possibility I'm going to create a project vlog for that, but I really have to see whether I have enough energy to create it, because the previous one, my introduction to programming 2 vlog was really strenuous and tough for me to do. But yeah, I will really see how lah, honestly. And if I do, then please check it out. I really hope you check it out. Anyways, this is Dalgona Coffee. Yeah. I'm watching Choose or Die. So I'm currently doing my HR software project live lecture. I've been procrastinating, but I have 4 hours plus to finish the object-oriented programming. And yeah, basically I did enjoy Choose or Die. So Joshua was watching it with his friend, and he said that it was very scary. So I like scary movies, so I decided to watch it, and it was so good. Like, I tend to not be scared of horror movies, so the only time that I get scared is like if it's jump scares, which happened in Conjuring 2. There was one jump scare that I got scared, but Choose or Die is really not for the faint of heart. Like, if you hate gore, please do not watch it. It's something like Conjuring but worse. There's a lot of self-harm in there, and I enjoyed it because it was very intriguing, like how they made a game related to in real life. It feels very engaging, and you don't know what happens next, and it's like it makes you think, like, the different choices, like why she would choose such, and why she would like feel the need to do this and that, like when she had to choose between her best friend and brother, like her choices. And oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, I was so happy with the whole movie because I was really intrigued. It was very engaging and I really enjoyed it. But Joshua didn't like it. I'm so sorry, Joshua, you had to watch it with your friend. But yeah, I love Choose or Die. I think that is one of the best horror movies I've ever seen, other than Unfriended. Unfriended, the first one, and Unfriended the Dark Web. I really love those two. Choose or Die is definitely number 1 top of the charts right now, because I've always wanted a horror movie that was circled around game and in real life, and this just ties it all. I'm gonna get back to work. But yeah,